Hey, good morning. It's Thursday, January 28th. Thank you for looking in this morning. The thumbnail sketch that accompanies the video this morning simply has the words on it, "The nearness of God is my good." And it's a photo of my wall where those words over here on my right above my fish tank. By the way, for those of you who are interested, Omega, my beta, is doing quite well. Those words are above the fish tank, and they're in a prominent place so I can look over and I see them all the time. It's from Psalm 73, and it says, "But as for me, the nearness of God is my good. I have made the sovereign God my refuge." And just before that, Asaph, the psalmist, is saying, even though my flesh and my heart may fail, God is my strength and my portion forever. The nearness of God is my good. Now, we can know these words, these lines, we can memorize them, or we can do what we typically do with favorite things in the Bible. We treat it like, I read that in a book once. Or one of my favorite authors said this, and maybe I can quote it. I love the novel Moby Dick, so I frequently reference that. Frequently is, several times a year, not that more than frequently than that. But it's pages on a book. It's good thoughts. It's not life-giving. But the Bible's truths are not meant to be something that we remember in like a good phrase from a good book. They are meant to be life for us. So this phrase from Psalm 73, "The nearness of God is my good," comes in the context of the psalmist struggling with, why am I doing well? Why am I not doing well? And why is all these people that don't like God, why are they doing well? Why are the God haters flourishing? One translation even reads, why are the fat cats doing so cool and I'm losing? But then the psalmist comes back to his senses. He realizes what really is, and he realizes that there's one thing in life that's good. The nearness of God is my good. And that's what God is calling you and me to embrace. The nearness of God is our good. And that is true whether we are in the middle of a pandemic, whether we are in the middle of a political situation we don't like, we have a hard time making ends meet. For many people in the world, the nearness of God is my good comes, many Christians in the world comes when they don't know when they're going to eat next, literally. They don't know when someone's going to kick through the door and drag them out and shoot them. Thousands of Christians live that way, simply because they're Christians. But they say the nearness of God is my good. See, it's not meant to be something that just remains on the wall. I like it because it's prominent there. I see it. And there are days when you get used to things and it's not even like it's not there. But then there are days when I see it, I'm reminded this core truth is what holds my life together. Whether I'm even acknowledging it or believing it or buying into it or not. You see, God has made a commitment to be near me. His nearness is not dependent upon whether I perceive him to be near or I want him to be near. God is near me even when I don't want him to be near. And you want to add something to your list of praise? Add that to your list of praise. God is with you even when you don't want him there. Because he knows what is best for us. He is committed to us because he is committed to us in the person of Christ who gave his life for us. The nearness of God is my good. See, it's meant to undergird me when life doesn't make sense. It's meant to strengthen me when I feel like all the energy has been drained out of me as Isaiah 40 reminds us. It's meant to be there when it seems like no one else understands me. It's meant to be there for us when we think hope is fading. But it's also meant to be there for us when we're blessed and things go well. Yeah, all these things are nice, but what is the most important thing? The nearness of God is my good. Not my circumstances, not my possessions, not the things that I want, but the nearness of God is my good. Let that settle in today. Let that light of Christ be the light that shines in your heart right now, that lets you know, that encourages you, that the Spirit of God nourishes you and causes you to break forth in song in your heart. The nearness of God is our good, your good. The nearness of God is my good. And that's true. You have a great day, and Lord willing, we'll see you tonight.